Hey guys, and I'm currently working on a Lady Luck MOC. If you don't know, the Lady Luck is from Star Wars Legends. It's Lando Calrissian's ship, and I feel like I need your advice on some small sections and a lot of base things. But even now, I've done a lot of groundwork, even though I haven't actually made much progress on the MOC itself. I've laid out my references with my crap handwriting, created a slew of Thrawn Trilogy themed minifigures, made a hot mess of my working table, and now I'm passing along the grind to you guys. And as you can see by the Technic foundations and rather colorful appearance of the set, this is still in its early stages, and I've very heavily leaned into stability, because I really don't want this model to keep falling apart and end up being very saggy like the TIE Avenger. I really want this to be something that I can look at and be a bit more proud of than I was with the TIE Avenger. I'm still a big fan of the TIE Avenger, but that set wasn't exactly stable, and I don't think they could release it exactly like that as a Lego set. So now I'm leaning heavily into stability, and these side pods, I really don't want them to sag, so we'll test the weight of it with some other Lego sets that I have, including this Y-Wing, which is currently missing 2/3 of its landing gear thanks to this MOC. So we're going to put it on here to see if it sags. And obviously this is like a part of a $170 set. Yeah, it definitely sags a lot, but also the side pods aren't going to be this heavy. They're probably just going to remove this part of the back section. They're not going to be super ultra substantial. We'll scale things down a bit and go with the Microfighter, which surely makes them sag a little bit, but not a lot. Yeah. I think this is pretty good, especially because these things are also being placed on top of the side pods, while the actual things are going to be placed around them, which is going to be a lot better for the weight distribution. And also, the Technic frame of them is just starting. I mean, we only have one lift arm, and this little piece here just for stability. This probably is a bit too light, but it's one of my other MOCs that I published a video for that you should totally watch and like and subscribe while you're at it. And yeah, it definitely doesn't sag. That's almost perfectly straight. Now, here's some more minifig related stuff. We'll take a look at Garm Bell Iblis, and I'm gonna ask you guys what skin tone you think I should use for him, because this light nougat of Luthen's face from Andor, I think this works perfectly fine, but also there are some reference pictures in which I think you could make a case for him being a bit closer to warm tan, or the Cassian Andor skin tone, which is, by the way, one of the only heads that I actually have for warm tan. So I have a very limited I have a very limited assortment of options, but I still like to ask you guys to see what you think, and think if I should replace his head with warm tan or just keep it the way it is. Also, I was wondering if I could include figures from two different books. Like, I had in the set originally a Nogri and Chewbacca and Leia in her outfit from the Thrawn trilogy. And basically, I thought that I could include those along with the characters from Book 2, Dark Force Rising. But I didn't know, because I also wanted there to be some Imperial opposition. So here they are, an Imperial Army Trooper, a Scout Trooper, and a Stormtrooper. I don't know if I should include the Nogri, Chewbacca, and Leia back into this set and replace them with the Imperial opposition, or if I just keep the Imperial opposition and make this just based off of Dark Force Rising. And then maybe down the line I could make another MOC that is say something based off of Hanagar or Kabrak's town or whatever, maybe Kabrak's ship. I don't know, that could be interesting, and then include those figures there. So yeah, I just like your guys' advice, and you may have noticed that this was more of a blooper-filled, more low-octane video than usual, because also this is kind of an emergency upload. I just want to see your guys' thoughts on this matter.